Week 5. The stages are getting more challenging. In my opinion, that makes them better. So we have a forward fault line, 2 shooting boxes, 10 round plates behind a lot of rectangular plates. So you're required to get 2 hits on each round plate, and any hit on a rectangular plate is going to be a penalty. You start uprange, standing on an X. All the shooting must be done behind the fault line, which is forward of you. And there are 2 shooting boxes. You must hit at least 1 shoot target from each box. So you will be shooting from each box, otherwise you're getting penalties. But anything behind that line is legal to engage. So if you look at the right box, there's a little room on the side of it. You've actually got a lot less riskier shot over there. Less chance of hitting any of the no-shoots. But you've just got to move again. So it's really your call where you want to shoot and how many risks you want to take. So 2 hits on each round plate. Long guns must be from your weak shoulder, your support shoulder. We're going to do 2 runs each, and all the targets get painted in between each run and in between each shooter, so we can count and see what hits are where and who did what. Some people did end up with a few targets that had 4 hits on it, because you could see some of these targets. Well, actually, you could see most of them from multiple positions. So depending on where you're going, you might re-engage a target and it gets 4 hits. It's still better than leaving one and having a 10-second penalty. So the long guns definitely had an advantage this week, just for stability. Even though you're shooting from your weak shoulder, you'd take shots with a long gun you'd never even think of taking with a pistol, because the risks are high with all the no-shoots. There are no-shoots in front of each target and on either side, and then depending on how you line up to a target, sometimes behind the target is a no-shoot. So you really want to be accurate. So the handguns had to shoot from more locations just to be on the safe side. Whereas the long guns, you could get away from just shooting inside both shooting boxes and not doing any shooting in between. It was a really challenging stage. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, here you go. Here's the video.
Stand by.
You ready? Stand by. Yeah. Okay. 44:51. Stand by. So clear. One more down. Okay, safe. $34.95.
Nice.
Stand by. So I did it two ways. So the first way, I took it out and had it out as I ran up. But then I realized why. So my second run, I left it in my holster until I got up to the box. Stand by.
Yeah, it was definitely a challenging stage. I shot it very deliberately and slowly. I was really sick, all the penalties I've racked up the last few weeks. I know better than that. So I was kind of healing from my self-inflicted wounds there, just trying to not get any penalties. It was really easy to get caught up in those no-shoots or miss a target altogether. Micah had a bad jam. It was a double feed that would not clear with the extractor. I think he had to get in there with his hand and actually get the round out of the chamber. But you could tell just seeing the pistol, you know, where you really don't have the confidence to just shoot everything from one spot. So a lot of people did exactly what he did, just, you know, engage certain targets from certain locations. And it's when you're in a hurry, you move back and forth a little bit. It's just it's a real challenging stage. It's fun. One thing neither of us did was shoot from the far right side of the bay. And that gave you a nice unobstructed view of a couple of targets, and most people went to the right of that far right shooting box because the targets over there were half obstructed or more than half obstructed from the box. And then one target had a no-shoot right in front of it and then right kind of behind it, but it was the closest one, so you just had to really be careful about how you shot each one and know what your risks are. But yeah, it was a great stage. I love it. Stages like that are just really a blast. Really test you and your equipment and your mental. It's easy to leave a target standing that didn't get shot, or shoot a target multiple times, or once you get into the no shoots, your plan just falls apart. But so that was week 5. It was a good time.